world. Welcome to another edition of the Coach and Coach Show. You have Coach KT Turner along with
the main man, Coach Jones.
All right, this week, what we got for you this week is we have we're gonna make our NFL picks this week. This has been a great season so far in the NFL. So we're gonna jump right into it. The first game that we have will be Arizona. Will travel across the country and play at Atlanta. Who you got, Coach?
Well, Coach, Arizona are coming out 2 losses, but they've actually been playing pretty well. But I don't think they can stack up against Atlanta's offense. Even though Atlanta's coming off a loss against Chicago, I really believe Atlanta will bounce back and take this one. And I'll say the score will be 24-13.
Well, not bad, not bad. You know, yes, Arizona is reeling right now. They started off real hot. They had a little issues at quarterback between Skelton and Kevin Carr. But, you know, got to understand that they got a very good dynamic wide receiver in Larry Fitzgerald.
Sure.
And now, Atlanta has 2 good wide receivers in Julio Jones and Roddy White. And then you got Matt Ryan, who they call Matty Ice. But, you know, Arizona, you know, has a very good defense. And I really believe that defense is going to step up this week. And I like Arizona to go in and get the upset 27-24. That's my pick. Watch out for Arizona this week. All right, the next game that we have will be Cleveland and Dallas. The Cleveland Browns going to take on the Dallas Cowboys, who have struggled at home as of late. Who you got, Coach, Cleveland or Dallas?
Well, Coach, when it comes to this one, you kind of think this one's kind of lopsided when it comes to Dallas playing Cleveland. But I like the underdog in this one, which is the Cleveland Browns. Dallas, they've always been able to start off, but they find some way to mess it up, Coach. They find some way to mess it up, whether if it's special teams, if it's defense, or if it's offense. Tony Romo just throwing the ball away, not making smart decisions. So I'll take this one, 17-14, Cleveland Browns.
Wow. I thought I made an upset pick. But Coach here thinks Cleveland would beat Dallas. But I'm going to beg to differ on this one. You know, I believe that Dallas, their defense secondary is one of the best in the league. I love DeMarcus Ware. I think he's going to have an excellent day because of the fact that the rookie Brandon Wheaton, I don't think he has enough to go on the road and beat the Cowboys this week. So I like the Cowboys big, 27-10 at home. And it's going to really help Jason Garrett and the Cowboys to get on pace to go after the NFC East. All right, the next one here, Coach. We got a good NFC North matchup between Green Bay is heading to Detroit. Now, we know Detroit has been struggling as of late, but tell me who you got, Green Bay or Detroit?
Well, Coach, I really like Detroit's defensive line. Now, they've always stepped up and really kind of filled the void when it comes to playing against other teams. But, man, the way Aaron Rodgers handles that offense, the way he's throwing the ball, I really don't think Detroit's secondary can hang with that. So I'm going with the Green Bay Packers, 31-10.
Okay, well, you get no argument from me and with Green Bay winning this ball game because Aaron Rodgers is, in my opinion, the best quarterback in the NFL. And Detroit's defense just, you know, they suck. Defensive line that you mentioned is not as good as what Ndamukong Suh is one of the most overrated players in the NFL. And Green Bay will go into Detroit and just lambaste them like a turkey. And that's what they're going to do. My pick is Green Bay 45, Detroit 3.
That's a pretty high pick there, Coach.
That's my pick. Green Bay 45, Detroit 3. For those of you that are in the Detroit area that's viewing this, I feel sorry for you this week. All right, next up on the slate, we have another big ball game. You know, you got Cincinnati going to Kansas City. Come on, let's get through this one.
Well, Coach, this is a no-brainer. The way Kansas City's been playing lately, they're the best team on the offensive team. If that makes sense, Coach. That means they play for the other team. So they're going to find a way to lose this game. So I'm going to go with Cincinnati with this one. I'm going to go 27-3 in this one, Cincinnati.
I mean, do I really have to pick this? Kansas City, you know, you let me down because you had Pittsburgh on the ropes and you had an opportunity to win and you found a way to lose like you always do. Kansas City, I'm going to put you in the same boat with Detroit. You suck. And that's what I'm going to say about Kansas City, is you suck, and you're going to get the brakes beat off of you by Cincinnati. But it's not going to be as high scoring because Cincinnati doesn't put up points like that. But I will say it will be 24-0 is what Kansas City will lose by. 24-0. Again, those of you that are in the Kansas City area.
Coach, you don't give them nothing?
Not a thing. They're not going to get anything. Not that I'm trying to give them. Santa Claus ain't coming to Kansas City this week. All right, we're going to move on to the next one. We got the New York Jets going to St. Louis. And let me start this one off here. You got last week you had the Church of God in Christ, the Saints. Well, it was in St. Louis this last week. And now St. Louis is coming back into the same place where the Saints were in the dome. So that means that Jesus is going to reign and going to fill the dome, and it's going to help St. Louis send the Jets back across country with an L. I like St. Louis in this ball game big over the Jets because they won't play Tim Tebow, who's the greatest college football player ever. I like St. Louis in this game. 21, Jets 3.
Well, Coach, I don't know about that one. Well, let me check Twitter and see if Rex Ryan has been talking this week, because usually when he talks, his team suffers an L. Well, but that at that quarterback controversy, they're not playing Tebow, which I really think they should go ahead and give him a shot, especially with Sanchez. They can't even get their quarterback situation together, let alone their team. So I don't think they're going to go into St. Louis any more prepared than what they are right now. So I have St. Louis in this one, 21-10.
Well, yeah, because St. Louis had an opportunity to beat San Francisco last week. Ended up winning a tie. Should have won that game. But Danny Amendola, y'all remember this. I like the little white boy, Danny Amendola. That boy can catch the football and make plays. Now, I like him big today. No Darrelle Reeves. Amendola should have a big day. Philadelphia and Washington. RG3 against the victless Philadelphia Eagles. Andy Reid's job on the line. This is a big game for Philadelphia, Coach. Who you got this week with Philadelphia and Washington?
Well, Coach, I've really been disappointed in Philadelphia. I really had high hopes for them coming into the season, but for some odd reason, they just can't get their office intact, Coach. And it's really coming all the way up to the football field. But I have RG3 in this one, Coach, in the Redskins. I really think RG3 is going to come in and handle his business like he has been doing from week to week.
Well, Coach, I'm going to agree with you on this. I like RG3 to turn it around. He's had a couple of bad weeks, but I think this is his week at home, and I think that it's going to be a close ball game, and I like Washington 17-14. All right, we got another 12 o'clock game with Tampa Bay and Carolina. You got Josh Freeman against Cam Newton, who is Superman, but has been playing more like Clark Kent. Who do you got?
Well, just what you said, Coach. He's been playing like Clark Kent. And I don't really think that he's going to come back out and put back on his cape this week, Coach. He's gotten one of his moves to where he just can't seem like he can get it together. So I'm going to go with Tampa Bay on this one. I'm going to go 14-9.
All right, there you have it. All right, we're going to move right along here. And we got a couple of 3 o'clock games. We both agree that Houston is going to beat Jacksonville. Mm-hmm. We got New Orleans and Oakland. That's a 3 o'clock game. I like New Orleans. Oakland is another team that sucks, so we both got New Orleans in that game. I like New Orleans.
Drew Brees should have a field day with that secondary.
I like him 31 to. I'll give Oakland 10. And then you got San Diego, Denver, a rival game. I think this is North Turner's job on the line here against Peyton Manning and the Broncos, who's been hot. Peyton Manning has been the MVP of the NFL so far. I will give him that much. He's been the MVP. Who do you got?
Well, Coach, there's no surprise in this one. I'm going to go mile high all the way, baby. Mile high salute. Broncos, 28. I'm going to get San Diego, 17.
All right, then we have Indianapolis Colts against the New England Patriots. Tom Brady against the young fella, Andrew Luck, who I said, I'll tell you all America, that I would take Andrew Luck over RG3 any day. I love Andrew Luck. The boy's a winner. He can play some football. I like in this game, though, he's going against Bill Belichick. I like New England to win this ball game in a close game. Indiana's and the Colts are going to show up. But I like New England in this game, 21-19. Who you got?
Well, Coach, I'm going to go with you. I'm going to go with New England simply because it's not going to be Andrew Luck is going to lose this game, but it's going to be Indianapolis defense because their secondary is not going to be able to handle Tom Brady.
Hey, and we'll get back with you on the Sunday night game later. We thank you again, and check us out on Facebook, like us, and comment, and catch us on Twitter.